Yeah, two fingers is bad, is what I hear, bro. I own a laptop. Why force me to type with all my fingers? I do not have to go through all of what you had to get words down. I understand what I'm doing is probably a waste of time, but contrary to what people think, I do not always have to look at the keyboard. If I need to, I will, and the only reason to do so depends on what I really want from my writing. I can also type at night at times. So there you go. My typing speed is awful. It is just as bad. It is just bad, and you should not follow my advice. For those who feel the need to retrain their fingers, if you really do not feel like it, I can also reassure you that you do not have to do this. There is a reason why I bothered buying a laptop through even though my typing speed is slow, I think that's what it says. Even though my typing is slow, I'm gonna correct that later. Even with trained fingers, here are some of my arguments against for 10 fingers. 1. 10 for real typing speed. 2 for getting your foot in the door. This is why I have a laptop. So I can do what I want right now. I can watch right now on my laptop and be productive on my laptop right now. But how would I do that if the thing that is holding me back is the need to be the best typer and waste less time? If I was watching YouTube, I would not waste less time there. Neither would I benefit from typing. Neither did I benefit from typing with two fingers. But the process I enjoyed. Wait, but it was a process that I enjoyed, considering the time I okay, let me see. The process I enjoyed with YouTube and being free from my touchscreen that gave me the justification to make the two fingers skills necessary. This is my only goal. Here I have alternatives. This may not be important. Considering the time that I use to get better at typing, but there is another. 2. The best typing skills really worth it? At the end of the day, you can say it's worth it, but never have a need to utilize it. And even if you do utilize it, why could you not use 10 fingers if your argument is convenience? For speed, sure, 10 fingers win. But what about its usefulness in our lives? We need to at least we need to use our skill to copy the information to your laptop. Copy information from other sources to your laptop if it is really that important. I'm not arguing that this is the thing that you should do when typing. You know the benefit of typing, but when you say importance, apply this so that everyone and not just YouTube understands this. The goal of getting 3. The goal is to get letters on the screen. For the writers of the iPhone 1, I would assume the goal was to make sure that the product is actually good and not actually just take the time to learn its keyboard. But how do you know that the keyboard is really that bad if you would not even test it for long enough to see it shine? 4. Just because it's better doesn't always mean it's worth it. If you want to type with 10 fingers, go ahead. And when you get to that point, tell me if the entire process was worth it to you. If it was, great, you are a typing master. But if you did not, but for those who did not type with 10 fingers, do not worry too much about it. I am doing 2 fingers and I do not need to look at the keyboard unless I need to. And now I think I have mastered the art of typing with 2 fingers. 5. 2 fingers can also be a sword. For those who are using the 2 fingers and are not looking at the keyboard too much, you can understand the statements. 6. I no longer have, I have to use my mobile keyboard, my mobile phone for typing. But now it's optional. And really, this is all I really wanted from this. 7. Word count does not matter as much as typing and thinking. If it was, I would probably type with 10 fingers, not think about what I decided to go to the route I did and call it a day. You can type with 2 or 10 fingers. It does not matter as long as you learn the method, your method of choice. You can do both 2 and 10 fingers and completely be fine with that. There's a difference between thinking as you type and typing and thinking. So at the end of the day, you can type in a way that you like. 9. When you type with 2 or 10 fingers, consider that there's ABC, Dvorak, T9, touchscreen, hand, pencil, and paper among other options. Hand, pencil, and paper among other options. 10. High typing speed does not decrease error, and if it does, you would have to be a master of the keys that claim that title. 11. If you are just starting and want to type a little bit faster than your phone by just a little, consider using a physical keyboard to do that. 12. You should also know how to type on a 4-inch phone. Maybe that is bad advice, but consider it if it's better than all the above options. 13. A tip for a tip for 2-finger typers: use a physical keyboard. Tap a key. You decide to remember. I don't even know where I am. Actually, let me do this again. So remember what key you did not press. Search by tapping the wrong key and see if you can remember the right key. 14. Typing for typing's sake. This will get you somewhere, but that somewhere is used as an argument is not really that useful if heard, but only when applied. This is why I cannot be bothered to use 2 instead of 10 fingers. I think that's okay. Because despite the slowness of typing with 2 fingers, I know what to expect. I know what to expect from my typing. This can also be, my goodness. This also can be typing for typing's sake, but that is not why I started to type to be the best typer and the fastest. This is not what I needed from my laptop. So I would not prioritize using the 10-finger method because I already know how to type with 2 fingers. 15. The best typer wastes his time. Here are a few sides I'm covering. Fastest typer does not have to be the fastest, and yet their argument would have been wasted time practicing is better than wasting your time. Yes, that is an argument. That argument is right, but that's not what I'm basing my typing on. If we all use the skill, everyone, I might not be in the list of people who do this. You know why it is better to waste your time typing rather than proving yourself right? Because over time, you might not care about typing fast to begin with. For me, it would be better for me to type a few words a minute and use all 10 of my fingers and prove that I needed it when I did not ask for it. The best typers do not have to be the fastest. They just need to know what to expect from the device they are using. If you are one of these people, that is fine. 16. My question you could ask yourself before you type on any physical keyboard is why bother? If you can answer that by following typing instructions, you can continue. If you type regularly, that's also fine. 17. Okay, nope, I already read that. 18. Let nothing, not even typing speed, stop you from typing in the end. 19. The solution to typing could be obvious, and yet it is not because of our over reliance on, say, for example, typing speed. When we can just start and call it a day. That is my approach to typing. This may not work for you. but it will for me. 20, make a choice. You have a choice. Make a choice. You can have both. 21, not moving past the limit is fine. Just set your expectations in the right place. I may never be typing 300 words a minute with 2 fingers, for example, and I'm okay with that sacrifice if it means I do not have to use my phone keyboard so much. Yeah, that's all I had for my documents. Yeah, this is a late post, so I'm done.